Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is G. Cole, and welcome to Homegrown, where I get to share with you some good music while talking to some great people. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do, so we can keep you updated when new material is available. We will be posting new episodes bi-weekly. Also, check out the website Homegrown with G. Cole to listen and for all things homegrown. We're also very, very interactive. Please follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook at MyGCole. And there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has indeed been a pleasure. Remember, be safe, be kind, and be good to each other. My name is G. Cole, and this is Homegrown.
Is it the way she touches me or the way she speaks? But I don't know. I'm just going where rivers flow. Her eyes on me shows the reason there's no letting go. So contagious. And your love's infectious. Yes, it is. So contagious. More than a fever, so contagious. And your love's infectious. Yes, it is. So contagious. She gives you more than a fever. Oh, baby, just listen to me. It's the way you are that seduces me. Anytime you're near, can't control myself. Just make your command, 'cause I'm under your spell. And baby, I'm going where rivers flow. Your eyes on the shores, the reason there's no letting go. Boy, boy, boy. It's infectious, baby. Oh,
Blessings, one all. I hope all is well.
what did I feel?
Checking the thing in the background. I don't know it all.
Boy, boy, boy. It's infectious.
It's a rainy time here, rainy season. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh,
So the thing not too sexy.
tell me what is wrong with me.
Anytime we're in the neck of the woods where it's not too sexy, you know what I mean? We always, limit the thing. So it's a little choppy coming through to you. Let me know if you can hear me well.
Is it your smile?
Hey, Karel, how are you? Mish, mish, mish.
Is it the way
Wagwan, Orel.
me or the way she speaks?
Marlene, how are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just going where rivers flow. Her eyes on me shows the reason there's no letting go.
Yes, man, it's a vibes. Trust me, I'm enjoying it. Hope y'all are having as wonderful time as I am, all right? Stay safe, stay dry out there. I hear it's crazy.
It is infectious, baby. So contagious. Ooh, baby. So contagious.
Love Doc in the building. Building gaps, you know what I mean? Making them things work, you know what I mean? Getting the romance up.
I don't need nobody.
Woman said, only a smile.
You and your smiling face doesn't mean a thing to me. Any man,
Hey there, Clementine.
you are
Judy,
because of the
how
smile
you feeling?
guy. But after knowing you, as much as
Hi there, Julianne. How are you?
he's gonna lose you,
Hope you're doing wonderful.
just like I
I
did.
want to thank everybody for rocking in from across the globe, man. Trust me, Europe's in the building. I appreciate it.
The smile
Canada's here, South Florida's
you
here.
were smiling, dear.
Hope y'all sailing dry. I hear that it's crazy.
So
Places all flood out and everything there.
that I had a feeling I never had before. But after knowing you, I had to run.
Oh, is that some soul food music? I got you.
'Cause it's only a smile you've got. It was only your smile that turned me on, baby. It was only your smile that lingered on in my mind. The smile you were smiling, dear, did excite me.
Them say from the top. I got you. I got you. I got you. It's Keith and Tex. The OGs.
You and your smiling face doesn't mean a thing to me. Any man will pick you up just because of the smile you've got. But after knowing you, as much as he's gonna lose you, just like I did. The smile you
Clementine, I got that CD coming for you.
did excite me.
Had to hit the road before I got a chance to hit the post office, but I got you, I promise you, all right? Trust me, I got you covered.
Before,
No doubt, no doubt.
but after knowing you,
No doubt.
I had to run. 'Cause it's only a smile you've got. It was only a smile that turned me on, baby.
I want to launch at the Massive and Crew in Jamaica that's listening right now.
It was only a smile,
Everybody listening from Royal Zion Highness Radio.
you know, in my mind. The smile you were smiling, dear, did excite me so much that I had a feeling I never had before. But after knowing you, I had to run.
Gotta splash some tunes like this, you know what I mean?
'Cause it's only a smile you've got. 'Cause it's only
Aqua Gem Records, large up.
a smile.
Julianne, I got something special for you, all right?
Yes, it's only
We say 1 year G cool, all right? What we gonna drop? 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 Something for the young one, for my kiddo, all right? Let's go. Yeah, I'm the one there from a child, I'm a future children. My nieces, nephews, I'm a godchildren. Now all the youths out there, G cool, send the one out for 'em. Joey, Justin, Millie, Marlea, Yappy, Christian, Caden. Yeah, man.
Baby, you can always come home. I'm never too far. You can always come home. My love will follow you wherever you can always come home. I'm never too far. You can always come home. My love will follow you wherever you are. you did not try, don't mean it was not a word. I did not cry, don't mean it did not hurt. I'm not the crying type, for what it's worth. Now, baby, you're my child, been loving you since birth. You don't know what you mean to me. Don't let it be more painful than it has to be. I'ma give you wings, I'll set you free. I think there's so much things I think you need to see. But if this crazy world starts bringing you down, then don't say your word and don't make a sound. Home is here, so head homeward bound. That's why cars got steerings, baby, turn around. Nothing wrong with taking 2 steps back so you can make 4 forward, get it back on track. That's why I'm here, your daddy's got your back. And you can always come home, I'm never too far. You can always come home, my love will follow you wherever you can always come home.
Always got to drop something for the young ones, you know?
Too far.
Make sure they covered and know we got them.
Come home,
Always.
will follow you wherever you are. I know you're getting grown, but here is some advice. Before you make one step, you think about it twice.
Lincoln Chain in the building.
Thanks before you get there.
Go on, fam.
There's always day coming after night. And I don't know what is down the road. I know there'll be some laughing and some heavy load. All it takes is patience and a humble mode for you to break these chains and figure out the
Anytime, Julian.
time to work and there's time to play. Make time to rest and make time to pray. You stay behind, let God lead.
I got you, Mish.
You will be okay.
Yo, 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 yo. It's called Come Home. Read the words.
I'm from a child, I'm a future children. My nieces, nephews, I'm a godchildren. Now all the youths out there, G Cole, send no one out for them. Joey, Justin, Millie, Marlea, Gabby, Christian, Caden. Yeah, baby, you can always come home. I'm never too far. You can always come home. My love will follow you wherever you can always come home. I'm never too far. You can always come home. My love will follow you wherever you are. Cause you did not try, don't mean it was not a word. I did not cry, don't mean it did not hurt. I'm not the crying type, for what it's worth. Now baby, you're my child, been loving you since birth. You don't know what you mean to me. Don't let it be more painful than it has to be. I'ma give you wings, I'll set you free. I think there's so much things I think you need to see. But if this crazy world starts bringing you down, then don't say your word and don't make a sound. Home is here, so head homeward bound. That's why cars got steerings, baby, turn around. Nothing wrong with taking to walk one gin. You can make 4 forward, get it back on track. That's why I'm here, your daddy's got your back. You can always come home. I'm never too far. You can always come home. My love will follow you wherever you can always come home. I'm never too far. You can always come home. My love will follow you wherever you are. I know you're getting grown, but here is some advice. Before you make one step, you think about it twice. You will make mistakes before you get things right, but there is always day coming after night. And I don't know what is down the road. I know there'll be some laughing and some heavy load. All it takes is patience and a humble mode for you to break these chains and figure out these codes. There's time to work and there's time to play. Make time to rest and make time to pray. You stay behind, let God lead the way. You will be okay, that's what the Bible says. A humble child will make his way to thee. Remember, nothing's perfect, baby, nothing's free. I sing this for my child, such a job as I please. You can always come home. I'm never too far. You can always come home. My love will follow you wherever you can always come home. I'm never too far. You can always come home. My love will follow you wherever you are. Always come home. I'm never too far. You can always come home. My love will follow you wherever you can always come home. I'm never too far. You can always come home. My love.
For the youths, them.
This is Wayne Wonder saying, J. Cole, legal businessman.
Bang, bang, boom.
I mean say this a protege, homegrown with G Cole, what you say, we make them know what reggae music we a play, this is Protege, the one and only representing for G Cole, you know. Check it, ease out.
And we say them not got no style like we. G Cole, them not got no style like we. None of them no wicked nor wild like we. Accurate, Kabaka Pyramid representing for the #1 selector and radio host. It's all about G Cole. Keep it locked. Accurate.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Kalia. I'm hanging out with your boy G Cole on the Homegrown Show.
What up, Tariq? Yes. Welcome on and all. It is Homegrown with Go coming to the massive crew across the globe right now. Live. I mean, Raw Zion Highness radio through the world. Gotta big up Esther Selector, Ras Oz, man. Everybody up there doing what they do. DJ Sharky. Everybody over there in Amsterdam. Everybody in the UK. Everybody in Israel right now logged in. Hawaii's in the building. South Florida is here. I'm talking about Miramar, Pembroke Pines, Hollywood, Plantation. All right. West Palm Beach is in the building too. Orlando is here. Tampa's in the building. I appreciate y'all big time. All right. Tell your friends and tell their friends and tell their friends to join us right here. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. I know y'all getting some wet weather right now. I want y'all to brace and be prepared. I'm talking about Hurricane Eta. Eta can't not go do much damage. Eta is a sweet name. My godmom's name is Eta, the sweetest lady in the world. All right. So I don't want y'all to fear too much, but just be prepared. She does whoop ass. You know what I mean? She does whoop. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be prepared and whatnot. I want to thank everybody. It's been a minute. You know, ain't that long, but you know, up and down and all around. I don't know how clear I'm coming through. Wi-Fi kind of choppy up in these places, and sometimes when it's not too sexy, I try not to come through. You know what I mean? But anyways, again, I got to big up everybody, all my nurses, my doctors, because this thing is still real, right? Pandemic's still out there. Corona still out trouble people. Not sure I go on bad in the world. So here's the deal. Thank you. Much respect. Appreciation. Just large up. My frontline people, my essential people, my nurses, my doctors, my paramedics, my first responders, my firefighters, my law enforcement people, the good ones. As I say all the time, and I stop burning fire for the phony ones. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. I got to large up everybody celebrating birthdays out there, because here's the deal. Especially in this time, on these climate and all them things, that tomorrow is not promised, man. Tomorrow ain't promised. So when you get your birthday, celebrate it responsibly, so we can do it proper next year again when the world opens up. All right, don't be reckless out here running around, no mask on. You know what I mean? No mask on, acting the fool. All right, nah, we need you all to be safe. Well, go on, Paul Anthony. I think you celebrate a birthday too, not you. Happy birthday, Paul Anthony. That's my guy right there. All right, one of the hardest working brothers in show business. When Paul Anthony dropped them singles, because I know he got some joints cooking, and I know some brand new things just dropped. Make sure you go look it up. Look him up, Paul Anthony Reggae. All right, dope artist, dope performer. And guess what? We're gonna top it off with awesome dude. All right, awesome dude. All right, we showing strength. We showing love to the good ones. We live in a time and a climate where it's all about the hype and all about this and all about that. But guess what? Especially in this entertainment business, ain't a lot of good dudes out here. Ain't a lot of good ladies out there. So when the good dudes are in town, the good ladies are in town, you support the movement, baby. You know what I mean? Make sure you go support Paul Anthony. Paulie, Wagwan, fam. All my Cali Massive. Much respect, man. Appreciate y'all big time. Mish, what up? Wagwan, Julianne, O'Neill, everybody from near and far. I appreciate y'all so much. Words can't express. You know what I mean? DJ Lance, like I said, my UK Massive, always repping strong. I appreciate y'all. St. Martin in the building. Lodge up my YouTube fam. You know what I mean? Hope Wagwan. How you doing? How you doing? All right, Joanna, what's popping? Who else? Everybody. What up? Hey, Miss Parker. What's going on? How y'all doing? Listen, thanks a million. We got some things to talk about. Life as we know it is changing. To some degree, we can say has changed, but it is changing. And we're here for that. Lion Star Wagwan. We're here for that, all right? So all the people listening on radio right about now, I appreciate y'all big time. When I say big time, I mean big time, baby. Appreciate y'all. Beverly, what up? Kim, what up? Amani, Wagwan, Becky, Amber, all. You know what I'm saying? Got a large up Jarena, Matthew, Caden, all them girls in the soundbox giving a boy a trouble. You know what I mean? Let's get reverend for a minute, just a minute, and get reverend like this.
Yeah, alright.
Gotta get reverent for a minute, not you? Give thanks to the Almighty.
He's so
Be retrospective, introspective, all that.
real.
Knowing where our strength comes from. Within, not true.
My job is real, and I can feel him in this air I breathe. He's always there. Oh, Jah, he everywhere. My job is real, and I can feel him in this air I breathe. He's always there.
Let it soak in.
Oh, Jah, he everywhere. Say from the righteous path, I really try not to drift. Try not to be misled by illusions and myths from the Babylon dirty system we have to drift. Try to captivate my mind with tricks and gimmicks. Them try to say Jah tell that we know nothing no go so. Them heaven in the sky and we know. Them a tell pure lie. Yes, that's how we go. The innocent are die and as saints we go. So why in this beautiful earth they fight a war? Is it your position that they are fighting for? Or is it that they want with me a buckle on the shelf? A raps and Kusha play the song, you know, and nothing else. My job is real, and I can feel him in this air I breathe.
We're making a joyful noise, you know what I mean?
Always there.
When we play, I'm to turn up, you know what I mean? When we play, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Everybody fire up.
My job
It's when we say Jah, I want to say just as much energy, you know what I mean? When we say battery right, everybody say, yeah.
is
When we say Jah Almighty, we want you to see him, yeah, man. All right, want to say energy.
everywhere. It fights the laws of nature, not the laws of man. And in this world, I try not to be judgmental, unconditional. Love it is fundamental. The reign of Jah, yes, it is perpetual. There is no place for the trust in your society. Your empires were built on the blood of slavery. You got them trust, who them that is another story. Try to mix up the words with them money. True word to me that really means good health. Like the what's in front of fire, so the wicked have come out so on the knees. Babylon, I say bow down and repent and now. Oh, Jah, he's omnipotent.
Them say from the top, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jay Will, it's a Raps and Kush band, all right? I want to big up Kev Gits. I want to big up B Will. I want to big up J Bass. I got to big up Vinny Hamilton. Gotta big up J Vibe. I gotta big up Shatta. I gotta big up Zemrai. South Florida music scene, you know what I mean? Some of the best of the business. Yes, man. Bobby Rose, large up.
My job is real,
I'm Gideon.
and I can feel
Paul Anthony.
the air I breathe.
SDS.
He's always there.
Empress Unique.
Oh, Jah, he everywhere.
Marcia J Ball.
My job is real,
Hal Reggae Man Anthony.
and I can feel him in this air I breathe. He's always
King Charles. Sultry.
Oh, Jah, he everywhere. Say from the righteous path, I really try not to drift. Try not to be misled by illusions and myths from the Babylon dirty system we have to drift. Try to captivate my mind with tricks and gimmicks. Them try to say Jah tell that we know nothing no go so. Them heaven in the sky and we know. Them a tell pure lie. Yes, that's how we go.
Walk one, David I.
Diana,
It's been a minute, ain't it? Like 6 minutes if you ask me. Trust me.
they fight to
Been a while, baby. Been a while.
some position that they are fighting for. Or is it that they want with me a buckle on the shelf? I raps and push, I play the song, you know, and nothing else. My job is real, and I can feel him in this air I breathe. He's always there. Oh, job.
Got to lodge up Dr. Shelley every time.
My job is real, and I can feel him in this air I breathe. He's always there. Oh, job.
Got to pick up David. I'm here doing big things. I gotta have my people call your people and get you on the show, you know what I mean? Because you're through the roof right now. I know we don't just make a connection directly like that. I gotta call your people. You know what I mean?
Yes, it is perfect. So while there is no place for the just in your society, your empires were built on the blood of slavery. Got them just
Proud of y'all, man. Do you think David I, Khalib, museum in the works? Trust me, I can't wait.
True word to me, that really means good health. Like the wax in front of the fire, so the wicked.
I'm enjoying life, David I. Trust me.
Babylon, I say, bow down and repent.
Tell you, I gotta call you, man. We gotta get you on. We gotta chop it up, you know what I mean? I'll be in the city soon.
My job is free.
We're gonna talk about some things. Like I said, I'm gonna call you. I know your assistant gonna pick up. They're gonna put me on hold because when you blow up G-Way, you gotta put them on hold. Even if you're there for no other reasons, can you hold, please? Then you pick up and say, I'm sorry about that. How you doing?
I live by the laws of nature, not the laws of man. And in this world I try not to be judgmental, unconditional. Love it is fundamental, the reign of Jah. Yes, it is perfect. So while there is no place for the just in your society, your empires were built on the blood of slavery.
It's a sister. Oh, man.
Them that is another story.
No, I ain't never getting through.
Sometimes words with them.
I ain't never getting through now,
True word to me, that really means good health. Like the wax in front the fire, so the wicked are come out. So on your knees, Babylon, I say, bow down and repent. And now Jah is omnipotent. My Jah, my Jah.
Island Space Caribbean Museum. It's a reality now. Hear me, David I. Once I'm in town, I'ma roll up whether you're there or not. You gonna show up and see me broadcasting from there. Wonder how this dude get in. Worry about it. I got people. It would be my honor. It'd be my pleasure to come to the world live from the Island Space Caribbean Museum. Love what you're doing, fam. Like I said, the sky's the limit. And just to show them what it is, when they call, pick up on the first ring, player. And when you do, did you hold, please? Did you hold, please? Well, go on, Peter. Always good to see you, fam. With that assistant, though, none of them calls coming through. Ladies and gentlemen, with us, I'll slice you some big ones, all right? From some of my favorite artists and some of yours. Try this on. I love it. Christina Alicia.
Tonight you're mine completely. You give your love so sweetly. Oh, tonight the light of love is in your eyes. Will you still love me tomorrow? Is this a lasting pleasure or just a moment's pleasure? Can I believe the magic of your smile? Will you still love me tomorrow? Tonight with words unspoken.
Christina, listen, ladies and gentlemen.
You said that I'm the only one.
Love this artist, love our music, you know, trust me.
Yeah. But will my heart be broken when the night needs the morning star? I'd like to know.
No. When the thing proper, you gotta pull it from the top, you know what I mean? When the tune the biggest start talking all accents and stuff, you know what I mean? It's like I come from London. When I got a big tune, I've got to pull him from the top, you know what I mean? Wheel it and put it up again, you see?
You're mine completely. You give your love so sweetly. Oh, tonight the light of love is in your eyes. Will you still love me tomorrow? Is this a lasting pleasure or just a moment's pleasure? Can I believe the magic of your side? Will you still love me tomorrow? Tonight with words unspoken. You said that I'm the only one, yeah. But will my heart be broken when the night needs the morning star? I'd like to know that your love is a love I can be sure. So tell me now, 'cause I won't ask again. Will you still love me tomorrow? Will you still love me, baby?
Christina, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's called Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow?
Will you still love me?
Stamina All-Star. Properly done, I must say. One tune, proper harmonies, just sit down and sing, you know. Some people caught up in the lyrics, they fun. Harmonies, I'm talking. Arrangement bad. Rhythm salad. Artist crazy.
And with words unspoken, oh baby, you said that I'm the only one. I'm the only one. But will my heart be broken when the night needs the
Hey, Beverly. Give me one.
I'd like to know that your love is a love I can be sure. So tell me now, 'cause I won't ask again. Will you still love me tomorrow? Will you still love me tomorrow? Oh, tell me now. Will you still love me tomorrow? I wanna know. Will you still love me tomorrow? I wanna know now. Will you still love me tomorrow?
Large of Lavi. When tune by the play to the last fade out, you know. Tell no lie, man, the proper. Vintage vibe taking you way back, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big one. Only the best have touched this one, the Shirelles.
Will you still love me? Will you still love me?
Amy.
Love me tomorrow.
Christina, listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's a big tune. If you ain't got to go add it to your collection, all right? Big tune.
Please wait up for me, baby. I'm coming over to see you right now. Hey, lady, oh lady, don't fall asleep. I've got to see you tonight. I'm on my way. We're gonna play all night. I'm anxious to see you, so wanna touch you, hug you, and love you right. And we're gonna rock it, nothing not stopping, baby. Hold on tight, I hope it rains all night.
King Charles, ladies and gentlemen, it's a Zimmer Entertainment Productions.
Please wait,
Am I the only one when they tune them body? I sing all harmony.
I'm coming
Yeah, I sing ad libs. The whole nine.
right now.
It's powerful, man.
Lady, oh lady, don't fall asleep. I've got to see you tonight. Baby, oh baby, I'm on my way. We're gonna play all night. I'm anxious to see you, so wanna touch you, hug you, and love you right. And we're gonna rock it, nothing not stopping, baby. Hold on tight, I hope it rains all night. All
Gotta pick up Julianne.
night long.
Mish.
I hope
West Palm Beach, massive. Pick up Miramar. Pick up Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas.
all night long. Oh,
Jacksonville, Florida.
lady, oh lady, queen of my heart, royal, thou art such a blessing. Come with me, baby. I have been waiting to show you how much I'm missing you. Tonight on my pillow, so soft and sweet. Give all of you to me. And when it starts pouring, it's only confirming that it was meant to be. I hope it rains all night.
It's a reggae global thing.
All night long. I hope it rains all night long. Ooh, girl, I hope it rains. And I can hear your body calling.
Lodge up, Kimmy Wagwan. Martin, bless up yourself, fam. Appreciate you.
Oh, girl, I got to let you know. Tonight you're on my pillow. So soft and sweet. Give all of you to me. And when it starts pouring, it's only good for
Lodge up, original Junior. Who else Wagwan, fam?
the man.
Hey, Junior Reed, what up? What up?
Rains all night.
Hope it rains all night.
All night long. I hope it rains.
Tuna Badman, ladies and gentlemen, it's King Charles. Zimmer Entertainment. It's called Rain All Night.
I pick the butter, the sound of the raindrops. Like music, on my rooftop falling. Say your body is calling. Make love one night till the morning. Diddle-diddling, say we're listening to the music played by the drizzling.
All night long. I hope it rains all night.
Big tune, ladies and gentlemen, King Charles sliding right through. Nothing but the best, nothing but the big ones, nothing but the dope ones, nothing but the fire tunes. It's Althea Hewitt. Cherish the day. I love this joint. Big something, a big tune.
Yeah.
and I move, and I breathe your air. You only can rescue me. This is my prayer. If you were mine,
Larger Polly.
if you were mine,
Guanamani, Becky Amber.
I wouldn't want to go
Hey ho. Hello world.
to heaven. Cherish the day. I won't go astray. I won't be afraid. You won't catch me running. Moving the way that I move.
Wagwan Robert. Great to see you, fam. Great to see you. Got a couple of mirrors in the crate for pull up. Look more.
Tell me how deep love can be.
What up, Corel? Got to big up Mish every time, you know. Nothing but trouble, but you don't know. Trust me, Robert, and trust me, I miss the vibe too, man.
Yeah.
Y'all got some birthdays, some anniversaries you want to shout out? Let me know, all right? We sending love today.
Today, I won't go astray.
Who's saying represent home? Where you from? Where you at?
Let
Let me know.
won't catch me running. Oh, cherish the day. I won't go astray.
Thank you, Hope.
Won't be afraid. Won't run away.
Got some conversation, but you don't know. Gotta slide some joints off, not true. That's what it's about. It's all about the music.
Show me how deep love can be. Yeah. Yeah, show me how deep love can be. This is my prayer. I cherish the day. Won't go astray.
So let me ask you, who celebrate her birthday? You tell me, said this month is Julian Lee's birthday.
Won't shine
This month.
today.
One big up everybody that's born in the month of November. I will say the sweetest people are from the month of November. My mom is November. Happy belated birthday, Mom. Rest in peace in Zion. Got to big up Rachel on her birthday. Got large up Julian Lee. She done confiscated the whole month, but hey, man, I am mad at you.
I cherish that.
A whole damn month, though. 30 days. Damn. You ain't right. We got so much joints coming your way, ladies and gentlemen. It's Hal Reggae Man Anthony with a song called Blessings. Rajab Khalif on our birthday month. Y'all be taking a whole month. Y'all ladies be tripping, boy.
Every day I give praises unto Jah and thank Him for another day. Oh yeah. Every day I give praises unto Jah and thank Him for another day. Oh yeah. And every time I look around, Jah is always smiling down. Never does He wear a frown at me. And
And every time I close my eyes, just there with no surprise. Always keep me hypnotized with his love for me.
It's in November, After the I feel you. Happy birthday when it comes, DJ Lion Twist at the 30th.
Blessings they fall like rain from the sky and keep me happy and free.
Nutbags in October, the sweet people in November.
Blessings they fall like rain from the sky and keep me
Wagwan Blair.
living happy and free. Oh yeah. Cause every time I look around, Jai's always smiling down. Never does he wear a frown at me. Yeah. And every time I close my eyes, Jai's there with no surprise. Always keep me hypnotized with his love for me.
Is it not just the whole month? All the rest of the year, not true. Tomorrow's not promised, so y'all celebrate responsibly, man. Who got the sweet people? July, November. June got some, but it depends on what day, because they be flipping it crazy. Gemini's, boy. Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Sexy.
Cause every time I look around, Jai's always smiling down. Never does he wear a frown at me. And every time I close my eyes, Jai's there with no surprise. Always keep me hypnotized with his love for me. Cause every time I look around, Jai's always smiling down. Never does he wear a frown at me. Cause every time I close my eyes, Jai's there.
It's a December babies get overlooked. It is kind of true,
Me
It's your fault. You're born in the Christmas month. People planning for the big thing, you know what I mean?
And every time I
Christmas tree, gift for David I.
always smile,
Christmas tree, gift for David I.
wear a frown.
Send him a text. What up, boy? Happy birthday.
And every time I close my eyes, Jai's there with no surprise. Always keep me hypnotized with.
Hey, Marlene. Wagwan, how you doing?
And every time I look around, Jai's always smiling down. Never does he wear a frown at me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, it's a big one. All right, we're sliding on one more, then it's time.
I am Solomon Carl singing melody. Yes, teacher, with a whole heap of melody. I know we can make it. Any challenge we can face it. I said we can make it and take it, but don't break it. Oh, hey. If you not feel good, just let it go down. Put a smile on your face, don't let it show. A brighter day will be waiting here tomorrow. So leave your worries behind, just let it go. Yeah. Hey, things will change, all you have to do is say so. Just say the words, I've no doubt they just believe. Though sometimes you may feel as if you don't know. Open your heart, hey, and you will see. These words of inspiration will inspire me, will take us to a place where we can be free. Smile, people smiling, smile, yeah. Smile, yeah. Smile. Wipe your tears and let this music flow. The way you're free in the spirit, your people and watch, but they won't know. Just let this music take control and rock you from your head up to your toes. Hey, things will change, all you have to do is say so. Just say the words, I've no doubt they just believe. Though sometimes you may feel as if you don't know. Open your heart, hey, and you will see.
Singing melody. That do you right.
Inspiration will take us to a place where we can smile. Smile with me. Smile. Or laugh with me. Smile. Yeah. Smile. Smile, the one that'll give your face a raise. I'm on the reason once to the one that loves the best, as I was saying. Yeah, from east to west and all.
Go on, Susan Sultry.
I will tell you.
Always good to see you, Mama.
I'll be beaching every time I meet you. Yeah, from love eyes. These words of inspiration.
I tell you, the most beautiful ladies tune into Homegrown with G. Cole now. Got a lot of y'all up, man. Just fine for no damn reason. If y'all haven't gone out there, pick up this album. They call me Mr. Melody. Love this album. Another album that I'm loving very, 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 very much right now. It's called Hello Africa by Chezidek. They bought this roots reggae album for 2020. If you ain't gotta go get it. So we got some CD and final winners. Clementine, your thing is on the way. Trust me.
Don't let it show.
I got you, all right? I'm out here on the road right now. See, the environments look a little different. Background look a little different. But I gotta make sure I bring y'all some vibe, all right? And from this album I'm telling you about, I'm gonna let you hear my favorite joint. And it ain't only my only favorite joint. I know some other people love it too. It's called Stand Still. It
just yes, sir. I just saw.
Shut up. Pre-da tune, all right? Stand still.
The one where you be kulu naga give it out. Not it up, but you still have to go dig it out. Mama ban your belly and leave it out. People in a car meal, them have to sip it out. Stand still. Ooh, nothing not turn. Oh, you get your hands still. Ooh, the whole place in a standstill. Ooh, nothing not turn. Oh, you get your hands still. Ooh. Turn to the hills, but them can't take it by ya. Can't take it suffering from the street side, ya. So enough seed, but it hard to survive, ya. Can't find money to buy fertilizer. Skillful man, a figure skill like MacGyver. Long fingernail, a figure turn screwdriver. Hungry make you swallow your pride with saliva. Inna them your hand time, ya. When I just stand still, ooh, nothing not.
John Noah Star. What up, Claudia? Julian Wales says, stand still, baby.
I just saw.
Got to do what we got to do, I mean. The whole world let's stand still. Crazy, baby. Things and times be changing, not true? We got some different times around the corner. Yo, what we do now that it's over?
The one where you be kulu naga give it out. Not it up, but you still have to go dig it out. Mama ban your belly and leave it out. People in a car meal, them have to sip it out. Stand still. Ooh, nothing not turn. Oh, you get your hands still. Ooh, the whole place in a standstill. Ooh, nothing not turn. Oh, you get your hands still. Ooh. Turn to the hills, for them can't take it by ya. Can't take it suffering from the street side, ya. So enough seed, but it hard to survive, ya. Can't find money to buy fertilizer. Skillful man, a figure skill like MacGyver. Long finger, a figure turn screwdriver. Hungry make you swallow your pride with saliva. Inna them your hand time, ya. When I just stand still, ooh, nothing.
What up, Cindy?
Not turn.
How you doing?
Still, ooh, the whole place in a standstill. Ooh, nothing not turn. Oh, you get your hands still. Ooh, nobody a hype them now pass and no more. For the way them is to hype them can't flash and no more. The big man run away and God weapon tour. For them no comfortable, them life no secure. Too much hungry dog on the street they are cruel. Anything where them find scrap metal or coal. No matter how much police man patrol, construction site them gone with the payroll. Politician of the people under control. For them not vote already and them still unsure. No matter how them ball Babylon and ignore and just more separation down on the poor. This a standstill. Ooh, nothing, nothing.
John know that tune full of all 10 times. Ladies and gentlemen, we can play this one for an hour.
Yes, sir.
People that stuff you don't know. Well, we're on a standstill enough. We gotta do something, baby. Cheers to that, ladies and gentlemen. Album's called Hello Africa. If you ain't gotta go get it, all right? If you're not, if you're missing out on a lot of great music, Wickedest Roots Reggae album for 2020. I endorse it to the fullest.
The one where you be kulu na go give it out. Look it up, but you still have to go dig it out. Mama go ban your belly and live it out. People in a Camille, them have to sit it out, stand still. Ooh, nothing not turn. How you get your hands still? Ooh. The whole place in a.
It's great to be back, Cindy. So great. See y'all lovely faces. Hear your voices. Communicate with y'all, man. Y'all dope, y'all fire, y'all keep me going.
Turn to the hills so them can't take it vice. Can't take it suffering from the street side, yeah. So enough seed, but it hard to survive, yeah. Can't find money to buy fertilizer. Skillful man, I figure skill like MacGyver. Long fingernail, I figure turn screwdriver. Hungry make you swallow your pride with saliva. Inna them your hard time, yeah. Man, I just stand still. Ooh, nothing not turn. How you get the one still? Ooh.
Missed y'all too, man. Missed y'all too.
Stand still. Ooh.
For sure.
Nothing not turn. How you get the one still? Ooh.
You know, somebody need some new lighter, though, man.
Nobody ever hide them now pass.
Where's I hope that you let number true?
Hide them can't blast no more. The big man run away and God weapon tour. For them no comfortable, them life no secure. Too much hungry dog on the street they are cruel. Anything where them find scrap metal or coal. No matter how much police man patrol, construction site them gone with the payroll. Politician of the people under control. For them not vote already and them still unsure. No matter how them ball Babylon ignore and just more separation down on the poor. This a standstill. Ooh, nothing not turn. Who you get your hands still? Ooh, the whole place in a standstill. Ooh, nothing not turn. Who you get your hands still? Ooh. In times like these, when things get tougher, who don't have no links with the food I go suffer. Man, me a pick up the truth, me no scare, me no stutter. Some keep silent cause them bread done butter. From the end of the street straight down to the gutter. No cash flow, them pull down the shutter. Man, you just can't give up, you have to be a road cutter. Not a cut buckle cause you can't find supper, this a standstill. Ooh, nothing not turn. How you get your hands still? Ooh, the whole place is a standstill. Ooh, nothing not turn. How you get your hands still? Ooh. Girls to the hills and them can't take it vibe, yeah. Can't take it suffering from the street side, yeah. So enough seed but it hard to survive, yeah. Can't find money fi buy fertilizer. Skillful man a figure skill like MacGyver. Long fingernail a figure turn screwdriver. Hungry make you swallow your pride with saliva. Inna them your hard time, yeah. Man a just stand still. Ooh, nothing not turn. How you get your hands still? Ooh, the whole place in a standstill. Ooh,
Chesedek. It's called Standstill, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes.
Ooh,
Y'all ready?
the whole place in a standstill. Ooh,
The album is called Hello Africa. iTunes, Spotify, everywhere. Go get it, man.
Ooh,
One say it's a dope one, it's a fire one, it's an awesome one, it's a tough one.
standstill. Ooh,
You think that's the only fire? Fire from start to finish.
Still.
Vibes nice, energy nice, messages to die for. I love it. Here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. I want to again thank you so much for rocking out with me, man. What do we do now that it's over? What I'm talking about? The energy, positive, negative,
all that what's going on in the year prior to this election time. Now that it's to some degree behind us, what do we do now that it's gone? You know what I won't miss one bit? All them damn texts, all them damn phone calls from people saying, hey, I'm calling you from such and such to encourage you to vote. I already vote. Click. I know I'm not the only one who felt that way. It was overkill. It was overdone. But guess what? I'm not mad at anybody. Sometimes times are that serious, times are that dire that you've got to do what you've got to do. You know what I mean? You got to do what you got to do. People feel like it's pivotal times, it's dire times, it's crisis times. And you got to put your best foot forward, your entire foot forward. You know what I'm saying? To make life better, make a nation better, make the future better. Because a lot of times, you know, we the young ones, we grew up and, you know, it seems like yesterday we were running around recklessly and carelessly and doing whatever. But here we are right now, looking at a generation or two, looking back at us. You know what I mean? That's the future right there. So a lot of what we do right now, we don't even do for us anymore. We do for them. So the museum, David, I do the museum, David and Khalid, right? Museum has been done. It ain't for us. We've been a part of that history, right? We've seen some of that history. We've digested some of that history from the OGs that was a part of that history. What we're doing right about now is putting together a legacy, a history, a time capsule, if you will, for the next generation, because they're coming up and they need to know these things. You know what I mean? Without root, that tree can't stand up, can't grow, can't bear no fruit. You know what I mean? So we got to make sure that history is preserved for them. On some degree, that's what, like I said, ladies and want more, continue, bang, 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 bang. But you know, the thing is, I was having a conversation with somebody the other day. They were like, wow, people are so longing, so needing of some change. You know, and when it comes to the politics thing, I don't care what your affiliation is. It's not about Republicans, it's not about Democrats. Because at the end of the day, it's about morals and principles. And when you see the surveys come out and they say how many people made their decisions based on the economy versus morals, principles versus preservation of life versus care for your fellow man versus, again, come right back around to the economy. Most people who went in a particular direction based it on the economy. And what that says to me pretty much is, in the words of the great Nasir Jones, one of the illest, dopest MCs of all times, everybody's got a price. Some people just cost more than others. You know what I mean? So if it means despair, if it means the future is damned, if it means your children see something that you'd rather them not see, but I feel like my pocket's going to benefit from it, then so be it. You know what I mean? That's what those surveys say to me. Funny thing about it's a lot of people who, you know, I hear people complain and say, yo, taxes are going to raise, man, I'll go that way because taxes are going to raise. All right, I had a conversation with somebody who was complaining about, taxes. That's the one thing when people say taxes and that. You have to know as a politician how to get somebody, right? And you got to give credit where credit is due. People are smart. They do research. They got people who do that. So what you do is you find the hot buttons, right? When you grew up in Jamaica, there are certain parts of Jamaica where the roads are rough, pothole for days. When election time comes, that's a hot spot. That's a hot button. We'll fix that road. And tell people, we'll fix the road. And you get them votes. Never fix the road. Not true. Not true. Right? You have some communities where the kids ain't got much to do and they might be headed in the wrong direction or whatever the case may be. So come election time, where you come and say, we're going to build a youth center. You touch some hot buttons, some personal stuff. And that is what politicians do. Right? David said, people should know that we are opening a Caribbean Heritage Museum, not to be confused with an art or science museum. We're celebrating the Caribbean culture. Here's what I love about that stance right there. We can even relate it to politics right now. It's that cohesiveness. It's that uniting factor. David, I am yours, a Jamaican, right? Not to discredit any other culture, but Jamaica is one of the loudest, and I don't mean it by definition of loud. I'm talking about just commercial appeal, whether it be for tourism, for reggae, for music, for food, for athletics, for whatever, one of the most loud cultures in the Caribbean, right? So for the most part, you can still come out and appeal to the masses and say, yo, this is a Jamaican museum. But nah, you hear what we're saying here? It's a Caribbean heritage museum. It's not celebrating Jamaica. It's not celebrating Trinidad, which is another big dominant culture in the Caribbean. You know what I mean? It ain't about Grand Cayman, it ain't about Bahamas. It ain't about Cuba. It ain't about Haiti. St. Vincent and the Grenadines, right? St. Lucia, St. Martin, St. John, or should I say St. Thomas? You know what I mean? It's about the Caribbean, Puerto Rico, everybody. Bringing that culture together, that togetherness. And I think that's what a lot of people are missing over the last couple of years is the sense of togetherness. It was, we're so divided, you know what I mean? You against me, me against you. And all of us say, screw the world. You know what I mean? And I think that in itself, very polarizing because it had some people saying, yep, singing that song in concert, harmonizing with that thought and that vibe. And then it had some other people saying, no, can't be like that. And I had a conversation with somebody the other day, and the person was saying to me, man, people wanted better. That's why 76, 78, whatever million people came out and voted for a change. We should be proud of that. That's awesome. And that is true. But what it also said to me pretty much was, there are a lot of people who are not for unity, who's not for love, not for peace, not for community, not for involvement, not for immigrants. Why? Because we had a record number of people vote for the opposite too, right? And again, everybody have their own rights to choose whatever they want to choose, right? But you got to realize we had way more people voting for the contrary, for the opposite of love and peace, right? 60 odd million, more than the last time. So what that said to me pretty much is over the last 4 years, as bad as things were, as dire as people, you know, people's experiences were, as many people that died, more people were on that train of screw all of y'all. Maybe there's a benefit in it for me. More people came out of their houses and say, you know what? Yeah, I hate and I dislike and I thrive in that world and I got support up here and I'm finally able to speak my truth and express my inner me, which may be not a good thing at all because the numbers went up, right? If we want to put it on a scale and say we had, this election was about better unity, moral compass, love to some degree versus let's get the economy up, screw everybody out the road. I don't like you. This nation is built on certain things and we're keeping it that. Slavery was awesome. Segregation was awesome. It was financially beneficial. We got to make America like that again. That was one half, right? And then the other half. But a lot of people supported that. A lot more than before. So when you're sitting down in your living room saying, hey, all these things that have transpired and people see it, now they're going to know. Now they're going to realize that, wow, we got to do better. But truth be told, no. I got to big up the Latino community, the Black and brown community, because you bring home the thing, right? And again, for me, I have no affiliation to either party, right? My love is for the nation, the youth, the people, life, betterment, empowerment. I want to say empowerment. I don't mean financial empowerment only. Of course, we need that. But a lot of times that's just a hot button. That's just a carrot that people dangle. So that I talk with some people who've been broke since I know them. I'm broker now than when they first were broke. You know what I mean? But somebody dangle some things until they say, we're in a certain things, we're in a socialism and communism, which was just a hot button too. What we're about is prosperity. So let me dangle this carrot because you too can do this and you too can do that. And you lose your soul on that one. And that me dep on. Right? Broke from man, you know. Broke during Reagan, broke during Bush, broke during Clinton, broke during Bush, broke during Obama, broke during Trump. And you're sitting here talking about money, right? And prosperity and what you're going. Well, explain yourself. Explain yourself. On top of all of that, I have somebody sitting down with me and say, well, they're about to raise taxes. My G, you make 30 grand a year. It ain't going to affect you. I'm not saying you must not aspire to do well and for wealth and all that. But you know what? The person who it's going to affect, I'm sorry, they can afford it. I'm not saying anybody wants to be over it. But guess what? Here's my outlook on things. If at $400,000, you're going to tax me a lot more. And the option is don't make the $400,000 so that don't tax you more. You could do that, right? I'm gonna make the 4 and you can take more out of it. The fact you're taking more means I have more money. If we talking money, right? If it's all about the dough and you're worried about taxes, my man, you're not make that much money. It ain't worry. It doesn't affect you. Don't let them dangle the carrot until they say, one day, if you too make this amount of money, they're going to tax the hell out of you. Then guess what? If I gave you the option of not making that amount of money to avoid the taxes or making that amount of money and you get taxed more, which one are you going to take? Don't fall for the foolishness. At the end of the day, the almighty dollar ain't worth the price of your soul. You know what I mean? Emilius, wagwan, blessings. Large Lincoln Chain family every time. Morality stands for something, and we kind of get to a point where people have been so disillusioned. You have people thinking that being mean, being rude, being disrespectful, not caring about your fellow person, speaking ill on other people is okay. And then you cover it up by saying you're being honest. I've had so many people say, well, I'm a blunt person, I'm honest. No, you're an asshole. It's a difference. I'm a blunt person, I'm an honest person. No, you're a jerk. It's a difference. All right. And some people just want that ushering to be able to bring out that out of them. And unfortunately, we got to a climate where that was cool. Right? So it's one of them situations where people just want to be mean to people because they feel like being a bully is a good thing. If all those people grew up in, well, whatever, wherever, you've seen the bully, you've known the bully, right? The most coward person you could find, they're the bully, not you. And they're only bullies when they have the concern around them. You catch them by themselves, right? I tell the story all the time. Ferncourt High School, dude swears he's a bully, right? Wrong of me, but you always have somebody else want to knock them out, but they don't mess with you. So you don't want to be proactive about it, but they mess with friends of yours and whatever the case may be. And you always say, yo, why is this dude such a jerk? And then when I met up with that person, one away in Ocho Rios, home, because they're always the bully, always the loud one, always ready to instigate some stuff. When I met up with that person, one away, and I was so ready for it. And it was just them. They came up to me way before I could come up to them. Well, go on, like we're friends. Nah, player, we're not. What happens is you're a coward. But when you're there at school with the crew, you're the bully, you're the big man, right? And unfortunately, people grow up that way too. And that child becomes an adult. And those adults become your leaders, right? And unfortunately, we went through a period of time where ill, negative, hate, prejudice was almost celebrated. Well, that's almost. It was celebrated, and it was okay to do so. And if for no other reason, to reverse that, I am excited about the future. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't mean that all the people who are like that ultimately change being like that come January. But at the end of the day, if we could just go back to a time where it ain't cool, because you can't stop a person from being who they are. But if we could just go back to a time where it ain't cool. I heard some people say one time, say, listen, at least me know who they are and then show them true colors and them this and them that. All this time they were hiding. Guess what? Nah, going back to hiding. I'm cool with that. Go back to hiding. I'm cool with that. Because you're being overt is going to bring out a reaction to me. That's just how I am as a person. Sometimes I wish I had what it took to just melt back in the corner and turn the other cheek, but I don't have it. I'm not built that way. I'm not wired that way. I don't know how to turn the other cheek. I could turn the other fist. You know what I'm saying? But that's not good for me. So I can't allow anyone to bring out the worst in me. And when I say me, I mean us as a society. So I wish everybody out there a great future. I don't feel that anybody that was making money is going to stop making money. I don't think that anybody who had aspirations of doing well will no longer have the opportunity to do well. I just feel like temperatures will go down. And selling hate and selling despair will go down. You know what I mean? Corona can go on about its business and stop, take life. And I can pack up my family and go down at the Caribbean Heritage Museum. Go check out some lovely art and artifacts. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking forward to. Just a good vibes, yo. You know what I mean? Just my daughter leaving and go hang out with her friends, and I'm not worried about certain things. I don't have a son, but it don't mean that my daughter can't go through it too. You know what I mean? For my godsons and my nephews and whatever the case may be, to leave the house and go do whatever. You know what I'm saying? David, I said chasing money, it seems so futile. So much more to life than money. Work hard, yes, do what you have to do. You know what I mean? But I'm not a rich man. But I live a happy life. I ain't gonna front. I got good people around me. I got a lovely, beautiful wife who lifts me up. We are a team. I got a daughter that just make my heart swell up on a daily. I got godsons. I got nieces. You know what I'm saying? Nephews. I just love them and everything is good. And we congregate when we congregate and we have a good time. And we wish each other love. And if I go out in the streets and I see other people doing what they do, I'm supporting, because guess what? It's all about, you know what I mean? It's just love. But at some point in time, the manuscript was being changed and they were trying to force it. It's all about commerce. It's all about financial empowerment. Everything else is whack. And I got even people who I know who I've grown up with who come, I'm like, how the hell did you get caught up in this? Right? And just looking at it from that standpoint, celebrating nonsense. Right? You hand them the million, they're still going to be miserable. David, I have a few sons. Maybe you can borrow one of my 3 boys. A lot of kids. Well, they're not kids anymore. They're grown. You know what? I'll borrow them. I need some work done around the house. Send them over. I need help. All right? Give thanks. Do have a fabulous wife, man. She's my blessing. You know what I mean? She'll call me and know, but be cool. So I just want to say to everybody, don't get too comfortable in the fact that you see the beginning of change. You have to continue to work on the change, because at the end of the day, remember, a lot of seeds of negativity have been planted and they are growing. So right now, don't feel comfortable. Say, okay, whew, leadership has changed. We're not worried about that no more. No. Let's look at it from a generational standpoint. There's a lot of young kids. The pivotal years are like between 3 and like 8. So if somebody was 3 and you saw 4 years of hate, you're now 7. You saw 4 years of hate, you're now 8. So those are your formative years, right? So right now, do we have a generation of hate bubbling and a brewing, right? The generation above that saw something else, and then they saw this. So there's mixed stuff going on there, and hopefully they can decipher what it is and roll with the positivity. But those people that were 3, 4, 5 years old, 6 years old, right? The last 4 years of their years, they saw the seeds of hate sowing. Those are the most formative years. So right now we've got a lot of young hate, right? So we have a lot of work to do. Do not get caught up. All right. And all the people who were looking at them neighbors side-eyed and so forth just because they had a sign on their lawn representing whatever party they chose. Here's the deal. You can't stop people from choosing them want to choose. You got some good Republicans out there, have some good Democrats out there. You have some bad Republicans out there, have some bad Democrats out there. You understand me? I said? You got some bad Republicans, some good ones. Some bad Democrats, some good ones. Right? Now, some people get up every day and say, oh, Donald Trump. Here's the deal. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people who were saying that, they were really just supporting their party, you know. And this is how politics work. Whomever the leader is, you ride with that, because at the end of the day, they want their party in office. So whomever is at the helm, whether they love it, like it, or what, they're going to do what they got to do because that's the party. What are they going to turn their back? No. So at the end of the day, you look at your neighbor for the last couple of years and say, damn. But don't hate them, though. Kill them with love. Show them some love and some vibes and what. No, don't get me wrong. If they show you something else, then by all means. But don't make the last 4 years of your relationship with your neighbor, with a family member, with a friend, with your loved ones, detour and derail the rest of your life relationship with those people. Right? Let's just say there was some crack and they were on crack, right? That's what it was. It was crack. They were on crack, right? They're going to rehab now. They're going to clean it up. No, don't get me wrong. You're enlightened. Your eyes are open. You know what it is. And when we say forgive and so forth, we're not saying be blind and be forgetful. I'm not saying that by any means. But I'm just saying, don't get comfortable and say, okay, woof. Different time. The page has turned. Let's move. We're good. No, you still have to be vigilant. You have to put out some effort right now. You have to love a little harder. You know what I mean? You have to forgive a little bit more. You're going to have to reach out your hand a little bit further than you normally did. You have to smile a little bit more. And you have to smile with some sincerity too. You know what I mean? Negativity is tangible. Have you ever been to a place or been around somebody that's negative and you can actually feel it? It's almost like film and it's on your skin. It's tangible. So when people spew that stuff, it can get in people's clothes and it can get in people's jeans and their hair and their pores and, you know what I mean? And they start acting a certain way. But once that's lifted, expect better from them too. Again, you know what you're working with. But you don't create forever enemies. You know what I mean? I take one line from a speech that was made very recently. And it said, don't make your opposition your enemy. That was a powerful line. Because we oppose in views don't make us enemies. Because I prefer that and you prefer that doesn't make us enemies. All right? We're not there on that. I got to large up. I got to celebrate any growth that we make as a people. And one big step. Big step. Polly, we'll play some music in a minute. Here's the reality of it, Polly. There's a lot of things that a lot of people go through that we don't all go through and we can't all relate to. So sometimes as we go through our thing, you just have to respect it and make it right and appreciate it till the music come back around. Because at the end of the day, you can love the culture all you want and wear the locks all you want and listen to the music all you want. You don't deal with the oppression that we deal with when you step out in the streets. So we have to talk about certain things. When we get the platform to do so, we just have to do it. With great power comes great responsibility. And that's what I'm saying. So we have to do it. We love you big time. We'll drop some music for you in a second. But at the end of the day, we can't just get up and put on headphones and walk around every day and listen to music. Carry our liquid down. You understand me? I say? We'll get killed out in these streets. We have to empower our one another. And just play songs and music, don't empower people. Sharing words of inspiration, of love, it empowers folks. All right? It's a reality thing. All right? It's not 3 minutes or 4 minutes worth of a song and then you move on to it. Because at the end of the day, when you press stop on that CD player and you walk out your door, and little Lamar press stop on film CD player and walk out the door, both of your realities are way different. All right? Much love, fam. We got joints coming your way, but guess what? It's a new day, man. Things are happening and we're proud of it. We're celebrating. All right? And I definitely want to, again, when history is made, when legacy is made, when legends are made, we have to love it, we have to support it. So I got to put mad respect, love, congratulations to Kamala Harris, all right? I have a daughter. No, bear in mind, there's a time when we never thought we'd see a black president, right? But we grew to see that. And for young black men, black boys, there's some reality and some solace in it. They took and said, okay, you know what? Well, maybe I can be all that I want to be. But we haven't ever said, seen, or felt the true empowerment that should be given and granted to our women, right? People talk about the racism in this country. Let me tell you one thing that stems deeper than racism, nothing on sexism, all right? And being in corporate America and being amongst a lot of folks, you realize how deep that systematic sexism runs. All right. Majority of the people who you look at and say that person a racist person, for the most part, they're sexist too. You know how they like their women? Barefoot, pregnant in the kitchen, or whatever the case may be. Not in the White House, not on the bench at the courts, not in the Senate making decisions. No, them not like that. So I want to big up Kamala because little girls, black, white, whatever color. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of women, and I speak to a lot of women, doesn't matter what their race is. There's always that glass ceiling. As a woman, you've educated, you this, you that, and you know, say, there's that glass ceiling where somebody else is getting more because of the fact that they're a man, even though they're not more qualified, they're not working harder. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing a better job, but it's almost like you've got a glass ceiling and they don't. However, we can shatter those glass ceilings. I am for it. And just having a female in the White House, for the first time ever, a female vice president, you know how big that is, man? You know how big that is? So now young ladies can say, it's a reality. All these years we're growing up, and I'm talking about, you have women 40, 50 years old who have been told since they're children, you can be all you can be, but deep down they knew it wasn't true. Or they felt it wasn't true, right? It's just like little black boys and girls walking out the door and people, you can be all you can be. And sometimes you know it's not really like that. You know what I mean? There's room for one and two, this and that, but you know it wasn't really like that. Or you thought it wasn't really like that because you don't see it represented. You know, and then came a time now that we could look on the news, we could look at the newspaper, and we could see ourselves feeling represented when we see Barack Obama. And like, you know what? There's possibilities. You know how powerful that is right now for young girls, for those people who are girl dads, all right, people who have sisters, you know what I mean, your mother, your grandmother, your aunt, because not because your grandma 90 years old don't mean that she hasn't lived her life with that glass ceiling too. But you know how empowering that is right now for your grandma, your mom, your auntie, your sister, your daughter to look up and say, yo, for real? All this time you were telling me that I could do it. I guess you're right. I can. No stipulations. It's not you can do it if. You can do it like this. You can do it when. You kind of can't. It's no, you can. It's possible. We have to normalize certain things like this for our young women. All right. So it's a monumental time. And I haven't even gotten to the part of saying a woman of color. I'm just talking about a woman representing in the highest office of the land. How many times have you been home with your wife and you were just about to make the worst decision of your life? And it's that thought process of having that smart, strong woman next to you, beside you, behind you, whatever you want to call it, that made you not make the stupid decision and actually made you make a better decision, and sometimes make a good decision into a great decision. Well, no, we got that in the White House, right? You have presidents and vice presidents, and they can bounce things off of each other. But can you imagine now you have a vice president that's a woman? You can actually bounce things off of a total different perspective. You have somebody who can go have a conversation that you're not qualified to have. It's like when men stand up and talk about pro-life and pro-choice and all them little thing there. Bruh, go sit down at the back of the room and make the people them who qualify to talk about it. Let the people who are affected more by it go talk about it. The people have to deal with it, go talk about it. Bruh, go sit down at the back of the room and just offer support. This is your time to sit back and say, I'm just here to support. All right. Men in the courtrooms, men in the doctor's offices, men in the Congress making decisions on how women should treat their bodies and what they should do with their bodies. You're crazy. Well, now there's somebody in the highest office of the land who's qualified to talk about certain things. So you can have that conversation that you're not qualified to have, no matter how much degree you have, how rich you are, how smart you are. A certain conversation you're just not qualified to have. No, it balance. You understand me? It balance. They said 30 minutes, no music, G is a selector, a preacher, but cool na David. The thing balance. The thing balance. All right? Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Hey, Rosie. All right? So fellas, ladies, make sure so when you have your daughters and you're dressing up for school, every time they go out that door, you let them know you can be anything you want to be. You can be a first lady, but you could also be a vice president. And you can also be a president. Tell your daughter that with no reservations, knowing that it is true and it actually can happen. All right, we're celebrating the future. We're celebrating great things, great happenings. All right? We're celebrating all kind of this. It's a good time, you know. You know, so it's what's funny, David, like something like a museum, right? I didn't even know that you know the private people who own these museums. You think it belongs to the government, belongs to the county, belongs to the city, or whatever the case may be. And that's a big achievement. When you think about the Museum of Art and Science, you think about all these museums in Washington and New York or whatever, you think about these big monumental things. But David, I have somebody who I know. Somebody that I can pick up my phone and call. Somebody that can say, yo, man, come link you. And we sit down and hold a reasoning. And you open a museum. A museum. Anything is possible, huh? And just the reality of it that, you know, so a lot of times it's just, we see things, but it's almost Hollywood. It's TV. You know, it don't happen to us. It happens over there. You know what I mean? It's billionaires, chatters. Maybe a billionaire, I don't know. But then somebody I know well, he ain't opening up a food truck. You're not opening up you're not opening up a Golden Cross. You know what I mean? You're not opening up a barber shop. You're not opening up a mechanic shop. But he's opening up a museum. Who does that? A museum. Who does that? 2020 got some crazy stuff going on. Corona, all kind of crazy things. Police brutality, all kind of things are going on. But we had a black neuroscientist. A black astronaut. We got David Ian Khalib opening up a museum. Right? We got a female, and not just a female, but a female of color who is the vice president of the United States elect around the corner for going to enter the White House. Are you telling me that anything can happen? Man, I'm going to tell you all this. I'm going to have a six-pack soon because anything can happen, all right? Anything. I'm going to be Diesel because anything can happen, all right? All right, there's limits to it, all right? We're for face reality. Probably not. Probably not. It's Chesedek, baby.
Welcome, crucify I because I'm black. Welcome, persecute I because I'm black.
Thank you so much, Rosie.
Welcome, execute I because I'm black. You welcome, scrutinize I because I'm black. The whole of all of we are one family tree, created equally to live in harmony. Then why should I be fighting to be free? Don't make yourself to me, down press on to me. Your hate was all you showed. One love is what we need to grow. Don't come crucify I because I'm black. One come demonize I.
David, I gotta love me here. Watch me have a six pack. Anything's possible.
Penalize I because I'm black.
If we got a black woman in the White House,
One comes through
if we got black astronauts,
because I'm black.
black neuroscientists, graduating from the highest institutions,
People,
G Cole can't get that six pack. You hear me?
first people on the earth.
Six pack of Guineas.
Black people gave birth to the people of the earth.
Six pack of Heineken.
Black people show love to the people of the earth.
I'm just saying.
Yet the same black people been treated as the worst. For everywhere I go, there is always a color code. If you're white, you're right. If you're brown, stick around. If you're black, move to the back. Welcome demonize I because I'm black. Welcome penalize I because I'm black. Don't come crucify I because I'm black. Welcome brutalize I because I'm black. Oh, oh, oh. Hey, hey. The whole of all of we are one family tree, created equally to live in harmony. Then why must I be fighting to be free? Don't make yourself to be down, press hard to me. Your hate was all you showed. Well, love is what we need to grow. Don't come crucify I because I'm black. Welcome persecute I because I'm black. Welcome execute I because I'm black. You want exterminate I because I'm black. You want come demonize I because I'm black.
It's Chezidek, ladies and gentlemen.
Most prison I and I because I'm black.
It's called Because I'm Black, trust me.
Enslave I and I because I'm black. Brainwash I and I because I'm black. See,
Lodge up down in Breckenridge.
because I'm black.
Lodge up Rubber Ranks.
Persecute I and I.
Wagwan Ed.
Crucify I and I.
Drop some energy. Y'all ready for some energies? Jay at the front of burner, ladies and gentlemen.
No more.
Burn it to the burner.
Say no more. No more.
It's crazy.
Ain't gotta say no more. No more.
We love life though.
No more. No more.
I ain't got to say no more. Streets, it ain't the same no more. Kids can't play no more. And the babies got to stay indoors. I ain't got to say no more. Place, it ain't the same no more. Kids can't play no more. I wish the days were like before. Cause everywhere you look and turn now, it's murder. Another house just burn down. Why? When dark clouds rain down like bullets spraying rounds, everybody gotta stay down. I ain't got to say no more. Streets, it ain't the same no more. Kids can't play no more, and the babies got to stay indoors. I ain't got to say no more. Place, it ain't the same no more. Kids can't play no more. Can we take it back to feel good music, real good times? Yeah, we used to show love all the time. Lord, ever then since when we got so wild. Yo, hey, couldn't know everybody them poppin' style. Lord, I ain't got to say no more. Streets, it ain't the same no more.
It's Jayu the front of burner. It's called No More.
The babies got to stay.
Energy.
I ain't got to say no more. Place, it ain't the same no more. Kids can't play no more. I wish the days were like before. Days were like before. Days were like before, oh Lord. I ain't got to say no more. Streets, it ain't the same no more. Kids can't play no more, and the babies got to stay indoors. I ain't got to say no more. Place, it ain't the same no more. Kids can't play no more. I ain't got to say.
It's called No More, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jayu the front of burner.
No more.
Preservation Rhythm.
Can't play no more.
It's a big one.
Babies got to stay.
I'm feeling it.
I ain't got to say.
Yes, man.
Place, it ain't the same no more. Kids can't play no more.
Sliding us something right about now. Some scat joints. This one is
Well, I'm here with a G-Code in a combination.
And we have a brand new tune for your radio station. A boom thing.
Jano G-Code, me sell the woman a straight spin a star.
And my girl, I'm mad between her daddy.
Jano.
You smoke left hard doing a shit. But I'm kind of still the bar, you know.
Why I love my own too, you know. Oh, girl. You love me, drives me crazy. And you know that you're my baby. So why you keep giving me hell? Oh well, no, here we go again. Every day you a search up my cell phone. Who that a call me, who that from a ringtone. What time me leaving when me coming home. So you always a call me, not pick up the phone. And you know say me working, baby, but you keep on stressing me. What more you want me to do, lady, to prove that my love is free? Tell me what you want me to do, girl.
For real, Rosie.
Prove I am yours and you are mine.
Gotta make my way up to Jersey.
Oh, girl. Your love and drives me crazy.
Ross Brewery.
You know that you're my baby.
Big up, big up, big up, big up, big up. Can't wait for it to be open, alright? We're gonna support our way out.
Hey, yo,
You made.
what you telling me? She said she have a couple things she want to let me know. In every single town, me have a girl I show. And me and Nara come from too far, but she let me go. Where she get them things from, me say I don't know. What is girl I see, I tell me when the girl I pray, I really good, and never me and I don't know. What is girl I see, I tell me when the girl I pray, I really good, and never me and I don't know.
Well, I'm here with a G-Code in a combination.
And we have a brand new tune for your radio station. A boom thing.
Jano G-Code, me sell the woman a straight spin a star.
And my girl, I'm mad between her daddy.
Jano.
You smoke left hard doing a shit. But I'm kind of still the bar, you know.
Why I love my own too, you know. Oh, girl. Your love it drives me crazy. And you know that you're my baby. So why you keep giving me hell? Oh well, no, here we go again. Every day you a search up my cell phone. Who that a call me, who that from a ringtone. What time me leaving when me coming home. So you always a call me, not pick up the phone. And you know say me working, baby, but you keep on stressing me. What more you want me to do, lady, to prove prove that my love is free. Tell me what you want me to do, girl. Lord of His mercy, prove I am yours and you are mine. Oh, girl, your love drives me crazy, and you know that you're my baby. So why you keep giving me hell? Oh well.
Hey yo, Joey, you should tell me. She said she have a couple things she want to let me know. In every single town, me have a girl I show. And me and Nara come from too far, but she let me go. Where she get them things from, me say I don't know. What is girl I see? I tell me when the girl I pray, I really could have never me, and I don't know. What is girl I see? I tell me when the girl I pray, I really could have never me, and I don't know.
Girl, your love drives me crazy, and you know that you're my baby. So why you keep giving me hell? Oh well, no, here we go again. Every day you a search up the cell phone. Who that a call me, who that from a ringtone. What time me leaving, when me coming home. So you always a call me, no pick up the phone. And you know so me working, baby, but you keep on stressing me. What more you want me to do, lady, to prove that my love is free?
What is girl I say? I tell me when the girl I pray, I really could have never me, and I don't know. What is girl I say? I tell me when the girl I pray, I really could have never me, and I don't know. It's G Cole, it's Jay Willis, Raps and Kush. Going scat on ya. It's called Drive Me Crazy. Come see from the album Love Your Life. Large up Richard Daly on the bass line. Legend, the OG, Third World. Feeling a scat vibe and I tell no lie. Where's some Michael Grammy Rose? Wagwan Kojo.
This a dance, yeah. And me a tell him this a dance, yeah. Madness in the dance. Everybody is having a good time. This music is so sweet. Yes, I feel it to my soul. But I tell you this, I tell you again. We gonna rock it down and tell your friend, because the music is true and you must believe it's taking you places. This a dance, yeah. I mean, I tell you this a dance, yeah. This a dance, yeah. I mean, I tell you this a dance, yeah.
Wagwan Michael.
The music so steady, feeling in irie in the dance. People get up and move. I wanna see you group like Beatles on Abbey Road. It's a beat, it's a treat, right at your feet. Dancing in the place, rocking off the street. Everybody feeling this vibe, it's rocking tonight. Oh yeah, oh yeah. This a dance, yeah. And me I tell you this a dance, yeah. This a dance, yeah. And me I tell you this a dance, yeah. It's a ball, don't you fall. Just stay right there and rock it on the wall. The DJ juggle from coast to coast. The most I said from eastbound, southbound, westbound. I said running the town all year round. Get your clothes, get you ready. Put on your best dress tonight. This a dance, yeah. I mean, I tell you this a dance, yeah. This a dance, yeah. I mean, I tell you this a dance, yeah. Place in your heart, me can't believe it's burning up. Me say sweat, sweat, sweat till you can't really sweat no more.
Ska vibe, ladies and gentlemen.
Loving it, and let the music uplift it, uplift it.
Michael Grammy Rose. The album is called Ska Ska Ska. Song's called Dance Ska. Ska vibes, man, I'm feeling it. Come on.
It's a dance ska. I'm here telling this a dance ska. This a dance ska. I'm here telling this a dance ska.
Yeah, man, that's a big one, ladies and gentlemen. The original music, the foundation music, and I mean, the ska where it come from. This one right here.
All maximum respect to all original dancehall.
Richard Stevens of Ska Nation.
Come on, kings and queens.
Gentleman and John Paul, alongside the great Richard Stevens, in a profile. Sing it out, Richard Stevens.
I'm telling you, man.
Big one, big one, big one.
It's gonna be a run jam. Girls like sand, so you know, say that they have to get one. When the selector, you fit play this song again. Money pull up, you better wheel and come again. The tune a dropping at the dance, it's nice again. Original Jamaican style again. Come again, let me pick up the crew them. When I deal with no idiot thing. And we no want not a violence. And we no want no gunshot ring. Just turn up the music. Everybody keep rocking and swing. Ska Nation they bout ya. So we not live till the morning.
We don't want no police, no rape and no thief. We don't want none of them in the dance. And we don't want nobody come to mash up the vibes and lock up the sound in a dance. Watch your girls in my wine and I control we mind of them things and nice up the dance.
So if you want to mash it up, come.
Jano Star, Richard Stevens, Ska Nation Band, Sean Paul, Jen, come on.
Wow, original dancehall people.
The album's called Internationally.
Come on, kings and queens.
Gentleman and John Paul,
Original style.
by the great Richard Stevens, in a profile.
Sing it out, Richard Stevens.
I'm telling you, man. It's gonna be a rap jam. Girls like sand, so you know, say that they have to get one. When the selector, you fit play this song again. When you pull up, you better wheel and come again. The tune a dropping at the dance, it's nice again. Original Jamaican style again. Come again, let me pick up the crew them. When I deal with no idiot thing. Cause we no want not a violence. And we no want no gunshot ring. Just turn up the music. Everybody keep rocking and swing. Ska Nation they bout ya. So we not live till the morning.
We don't want no police, no rape and no thief. We don't want none of them in the dance. Cause we don't want nobody come to mash up the vibes and lock up the sound in a dance. Watch your girls in my wine and I control we mind of them things and nice up the dance.
So if you want to mash it up, come in at the dance.
Gyal a move, gyal a wine, gyal a rook combine. And them well want a man come keep the time. Anything where she got man a join the line. So me know so me have to get one tonight. Everything cool, everything alright. I me notice and nobody not fight. Everything look hopeful and bright. So we do it all night.
When the selector, you fit play this song again. Money pull up, you better wheel and come again. The tune a dropping at the dance, it's nice again. Original Jamaican style again. You know which set a girl that day over there, so wanna wine like that in the dance. Tell me a which crew that a buy out the bar on a pole like star in the dance. Them a pop out the car and spend it out while impress girl in the dance. Dance full up, body full up, what if I buy in a dance?
If you pick up the crew them, wanna deal with no idiot thing. And we no want not the violence, and we no want no gunshot ring. No way. Just turn up the music, everybody keep rocking and swing. Ska Nation they bow ya, and we not leave until the morning.
Good living, we a live good living. Good living, we a live good living. Keep the girl them rocking and swing. Good loving, we give them good loving. Good loving, we give them good loving. Cause the girl them know so we are the king. Cause them know so we give good loving. And them know so we live good living.
Sean Paul, ladies and gentlemen, Jen Clement, Richard Stevens, and the Ska Nation Band. It's wicked tune. It's almost that time, but we got more joints playing on too. One large up Colin Bulbiar, bringing that conversation real soon. One of our legendary producers doing it major. Want to congratulate him on his latest album. It's called Hard Crafted. It's a big one, 17 joints under, that's fire. Y'all want to feel something from that one, ladies and gentlemen? Easy to Love, Maxi Priest, the remix.
Song Walk Up Bob York International.
Skylar G.
Styler J.
This is how we're gliding, ladies and gentlemen.
Baby, I've been up and down. This whole world I've been around. Something special in you I found. You lift me up when I am down. You make it easy. Easy to love you, baby. You make it easy. Easy to love you, baby. Girl, I know you must be getting tired of the same old lie.
What kind of line up?
So listen to me, trust I ain't never gonna waste your time.
Not gonna waste the time, baby.
Whenever emotions bust, whenever you cross my mind. See, I thought I'd seen it all before, but you got something that I can't deny. Baby, I've been up and down. This whole world.
What up, Michelle? How you doing?
Special in you I found. You lift me up when I am down. You make it easy. Easy to love you, baby. You make it easy. Easy to love you, baby. Girl, loving you is so easy. Loving you is so easy.
Listen, baby, please believe me. Cause I don't want you to leave me. No, me not gonna make this hard because loving you so easy. One heap of guy you bring me. Me used to walk with it. Since you come around, me say no, so me no need it. Put a ring for your finger, put a diamond round your neck. But tell your friend them say this.
Give thanks for all the mentions, all the calls, you know.
And every time we love is like a
mad. Appreciate you too.
Make it easy just like the alphabet. Me say me a feel go up and rub her down. When they a play so me turn up the sound. She bubble for me then she won't go down. She have the loving why you knock me down. Woman you make it
easy.
Woman you make it
easy to love you, baby.
Woman you make it
easy.
Bobby York, ladies and gentlemen. Maxi Priest, Styler G.
Girl, loving you is so easy.
It's an ill one. Trust me, the album is called Hard Crafted.
Loving you is so easy.
I love it when producers drop albums, man. Always a fire. Because they know what to put on it. They know who to put on it. They know how to drop the beat. Not you. I'm digging this, man. I'm digging it. Another one of my favorites from this album, ladies and gentlemen, is Barry Zaman and Agent Sasko. The true name, Tina Weenie. I love it.
You're watching now. And so you know. Agent Sasko. Godfather Barry.
You give is enough to drive me crazy. You give is enough to drive me crazy. You send shiver up my spine with a touch of a finger. Got my heart override its senses danger. Could it be that I'm the one you're gonna cling to? Could it be that I'm the one you're gonna turn into? You give is enough to drive me crazy. You give is enough to drive me crazy.
Listen to me, girl. Not in the little loving that you give me. Comfortable grab it and squeeze me. Girl, you know me want you. Yes, I know you need me. When I say you love you got to believe me. Them I wonder how you lock me down so easy. Me I wonder how come everything that you do please me. Make you do not tease me. Baby, take it easy. Now I'm feeling needy. So that
Lots of the massive crew watching on YouTube. Appreciate you big time, alright? It's Colin Bolbiar. It's Barry's Hammond. It's Agent Sasko. Teeny Rainey. Fire. Did I say fire? Straight fire, baby.
Hey baby, got your brains and not your body. Make me love you so bad. But I know that it's a big city in the day I'm mad.
You gotta get up out of here.
I know you grab me. Better yet you hold me up. Trust me girl, you robbed me. Yeah, cause you took away my heart. And I love you from the start. You have that it's a big city in the really love it.
When you feel around the world, you're gonna turn to back.
Yes, man. Lodge up DJ Kevin Stu. Marlon Burrell, what up? Joanna Marie, Ed Robinson. Jam Master. Mix Master J out of the UK General. Youth. Get it easy, you know.
Girl, you send shiver up my spine with a touch of a finger. Got my heart on the line, it senses danger.
Hard crafted, ladies and gentlemen, a big bad one. It's almost my time to get up out of here. But guess what? Anytime we say stuff like that, we always slide something else for you. All right? Something fire, something ill, something skill, something dope.
Life stuff.
Girl, let me tell you this. You should stay home tonight. We should make love all night. Can we stay home tonight, girl? Make up till broad daylight. We should stay home tonight. Make love till morning light. We should stay home tonight. Make up till broad daylight.
Miss Bear, I want you to only bad things to you. Hold you close to me and let my feelings run right through you. Making love sounds good to me. I feel you need you close to me. Don't stick up and leave the lights on, baby, cause I wanna see it. Making love all night, high grades, you hold me down, but I love you when you get to form my baby, cause you're nice.
You should stay home tonight. We should make love all night. Yeah. Can we stay home tonight? Yeah. Make up.
Life stuff.
Girl. Let me tell you this. You should stay home tonight. We should make love all night. Can we stay home tonight, girl? Make up till broad daylight. We should stay home tonight. Make love till morning light. We should stay home tonight. Make up till broad daylight.
Miss Bear, I want you to only bad things to you. Hold you close to me and let my feelings run right through you. Making love sounds good to me. I feel you need you close to me. Don't stick up and leave the lights on, baby, cause I wanna see it. Making love all night, high grades, you hold me down, but I love you when you get to form my baby, cause you're nice.
You should stay home tonight. We should make love all night. Yeah. Can we stay home tonight? Yeah. Make up till broad daylight. Yeah. We should stay home tonight. Make love till morning light. You should stay home tonight. Make love till broad daylight. Me and her luck is like a drum set. We are not. It's like a rhythm when the instrument a drop. It's like she riding with she pedal it just like a biker. It's like a Nike, just do it like that. It's like every single touch and every single kiss. Girl, me sit down and look back and reminisce. In these loving arms, me want to squeeze you like a this. Loving you is not a dumb and a romance. Me tell you this, girl, we should stay home tonight. You should make love all night, yeah. Can we stay home tonight, girl? Make love till broad daylight, yeah. You should stay home tonight. Make love till morning light. You should stay home tonight, yeah. Make love till broad daylight.
I love the way you do it when you move it, when you groove it like that. Gonna give you love and that's a fact. Only you can make me feel the way I feel, I'm sure about that. Now baby, me, I beg you do not stop.
Baby, make me play a slow song for you. Strictly reggae music and the love song for you. You know I'm gonna be there when you love God. To hold you close and put you above God. You know that, you should stay home tonight. You should make love all night. Can we stay home tonight, girl?
Bobby York, ladies and gentlemen.
You should stay
Busy Cecile. The time to wrap up out of here. I want to thank you all so much for rocking with me. Remember to check us out on social media at My G Cole. All right, at Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at My G Cole.
Nakikinika música, Homegrown with G. Cole.
Estás escuchando Homegrown con G. Cole.
您现在正在收听的是 Homegrown with G. Cole.
You're listening to Homegrown with G. Cole.
Meet me at the boardwalk, yeah. I'll be waiting.